Alright, what's going on everybody? DMV Air 8 back in the building with yet another video where today I'm here to talk about the Baltimore Ravens moving forward, heading into the playoffs. So, as you guys might have saw, week 17, the Ravens coming out with yet another statement to prove out to the NFL that they are undoubtedly the best team in the league. Or should I say, they're simply the best team in the league as of now. Because last week, you saw they went out there and absolutely dominated the Miami Dolphins. 56-19 to go to 13-3 on the year and clinching home field advantage throughout the AFC playoffs. And not only do we claim the home field advantage, we have the best record in the NFL overall, which is really cool to hear. But I'm not really trying to focus on that as of now. We're here to talk about this roster moving forward. So heading into Week 18 against the Pittsburgh Steelers at home tomorrow at 4:30 East time, we're going to be resting some stars. Now, me personally, I have mixed feelings on this decision that John Harbaugh said in his press conference. So, I'll give you the pros and the cons of resting stars with literally 2 weeks of rest, because you earn the bye week, the first round bye, and then Week 18 is a game with nothing to play for besides the Pittsburgh Steelers playing for something that they got to play for most, which is clinching a playoff spot. But we're not trying to focus on playoff scenarios right now. We're here to talk about this roster moving forward. So, what do I think about resting Lamar Jackson and some stars out? Well, ideally is cool because you need to rest stars moving forward once you go into the playoffs. Get ready, get guys healthy, and let the guys that are injured take some time to fully recover and make sure that they're 100% healthy, getting ready for some playoff football. That's the good side of it. The bad side of it is that you rest your stars and you lose all your momentum moving forward. And all of a sudden you get out of sync, out of rhythm, and you just start to play erratic in a playoff game in front of your home fans and embarrass yourselves. Trust me, I've seen that happen, and I see it play out in 2019 when we were taking on the Titans. We rested Lamar Jackson and a couple stars. The offense played terrible. We were just literally abandoning who we are that game. And that defense came out ice cold. They just could not stop the run in Derrick Henry. That's what happened in 2019. But this year's Ravens are a different team than the 2019 version of themselves. The defense is very well improved. Roquan Smith and Patrick Queen are the difference makers for the squad. The safeties, Kyle Hamilton, Marlon Humphrey, Marcus Williams. These three guys are just bringing it time after time after time and forcing turnovers. The front seven, Odafe Oweh, Justin Madubuike, our sack leader, Michael Pierce, Jadeveon Clowney, Brett Urban. These guys are just making a difference. And I'm beyond impressed of what I've seen from them throughout the span of the season. Getting to the quarterback, getting sacks, and staying locked in. Very impressive what I've seen from the defense this season. Now on to the offense. The offense is very well improved as well. Despite some flaws early on in the year, which left us very, very, very concerned with a 3-2 record, we start to go on a 4-game win streak, blow that game against the Browns at home, and then proceed to go on and win out since that moment. They learn from their mistakes. They go out there on the field, improving from their mistakes by making big plays down the field, not turning the ball over, getting proper clock management, and letting Lamar Jackson do all the work. He is an MVP caliber quarterback that can put up an MVP type performance if you let him cook. And that's what Todd Monken did right there. And that's why he put up a 50 burger against the Miami Dolphins recently. That's why we keep blowing out, surprisingly, all the good teams. You beat teams like the Lions. Domination. Seahawks, technically doesn't count, but you still dominate them. You swept Cincinnati, literally, because Joe Burrow went down in the very last game we faced them at home. You beat down San Francisco on Christmas night. Absolutely sensational. And then the Miami Dolphins. We're just putting out statements out there to all the folks who continue to write us off. But in the words of Geno Smith, we ain't writing back. But once again, we're resting Lamar Jackson and a couple key stars out for this game. Playing the Pittsburgh Steelers, we're going to treat this like a preseason game. We're going to play Tyler Huntley for one half and potentially Josh Johnson for the other half. We're just basically playing for the backups who need some reps heading into the playoffs too, because if some of our stars get hurt in that game, in that playoff game, then it's next man up mentality. So we're just playing our backups at this point on our last game of the regular season, now that the season's starting to come to an end. As for Pittsburgh, they got a lot to play for, but we ain't worried about them. As looking for tomorrow, it's going to be honest, guys, it's going to be a sloppy game. It's a lot of rain, snow. Very excited to see snow fall down in Baltimore. What makes matters worse is that game will be officiated by the referee who screwed the Detroit Lions in that game in Dallas facing the Cowboys. Brad Allen and that officiating crew leading all that controversy stuff. Hopefully it doesn't get that bad in that game. But what I saw in that Saturday night game, on the Lions-Cowboys game, that was just bogus right there. Just absolute garbage right there by the officiating crew. But other than that, should be a decent game tomorrow for Tyler Huntley and crew. John Harbaugh already said he's resting starters, so decent decision by Harbaugh. But hopefully we do not go into the postseason cold. Because what we did in 2019 was the exact example of not being prepared and abandoning who we are. But hopefully it doesn't happen this year, because I know how capable and talented this defense really is. I know how well the offense has been playing down the stretch. I know how good of a quarterback Lamar Jackson is, and I know he's worthy of an MVP. Just do not go into the playoffs ice cold, and I know that they can do so. That is my final message. With that being said, that's all I gotta say. Let's get it.